Wall Street Memes Casino,
I'm fine.
and Sportsbook.
This is Joe Pugh for IFLTV. We're here at Sheffield Utility Arena. 4 for 4. Lee, another week, another victorious for your fighters. Feeling good?
Yeah, mate, it's an unbelievable night. Obviously, first up was Layli Buttigieg. Great performance, great six-round learning fight. Then Liam Cameron, first round knockout. To see Liam Cameron on the big stage after everything he's been through, obviously with his life, obviously through the failed drug test and coming back 5 years later, losing within, I think he had lost about 60 kilos. He was a full alcoholic, obviously had a tragedy in the family, everything like that. He was a depressed thing, on depressant tablets, everything. So to see him back fit and healthy and putting on performances like that, it's unbelievable. I'm just so proud of him. Then obviously Nico Livars in an absolute cracker. Obviously a bad cut, very, very bad cut again. Poor kid, don't get much luck, but listen, obviously he showed tremendous heart and balls and stopped the kid, so unbelievable there for Nico. And obviously Ishmael Davies versus Troy Williams. Mate, listen, the aggro and the stress we've had this week with weight and everything like that, to see him get that win was unbelievable. Like, what a fight as well. Obviously, great performance from Ish. Obviously, sad to obviously see Troy lose. Obviously, Troy's a good friend of mine. Worked together a long time with MCCANN and stuff like that. But listen, tonight's Ish's night, and it's a pass of the baton. So yeah, unbelievable performance from Ishmael. His inside work tonight was unbelievable. So yeah, 4 from 4.
Just on Nico, that is kind of 2 fights for 2 really bad cuts now. Is it taking some time out and make sure they are fully healed? Was it a reopening of the last one?
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, it was a very bad cut. So obviously, listen, we're going to have to assess that. But listen, the main thing is, listen, he done the job, got the win. He's mandatory for the English title. So let's see how we go. I just want to make sure, as long as he's all right, that's the main thing.
You talk about Ishmael then. What was it? 9 o'clock this morning, the fight was off. Just getting back on, off, on. But yeah, all worth it in the end after that performance.
Yeah, the fight was on from 10 o'clock this morning. So, but listen, it is what it is. It's parcel of the of boxing. You have your ups and downs, and you have your stresses. It's not all rosy like everyone thinks it is. But yeah, no, listen, great performance. Now he's mandatory for the British title. Obviously, Sam Gilley versus Louis Green will be happening over the next few months, and that's a fight we'd absolutely love. And obviously, listen, if that fight don't happen, obviously there's Kevin Ajarko, JJ Metcalf. There's some massive fights for him. Great fighters, and listen, Ishmael's ready to fight them all.
Is that the statement that you wanted from him tonight? Because obviously you had the Josh Kelly, which was a different, very different fight, but some would say probably bettered the performance of Kevin. Yeah,
but listen, you've got to realise Ishmael's had no amateur experience. He had one white collar fight, and he's just gone on and beat a former British champion. So let's let him have the win, let him enjoy it, and then obviously we'll sit down, me, Sonny, Mark, Keith, we'll sit down, obviously. He will be signing with Matchroom after that, so good news for him. Obviously, part of the contract was obviously if he wins, he gets a contract with Matchroom. So absolutely buzzing for him. He deserves that. So yeah, listen, good news all round for the team.
Yeah, I know you got Ish and Thomas. Is there anyone else with Sonny? But great relationship.
Yeah, me and Sonny manage obviously Brandon Scott now. Yeah, so Sonny's come on board with Brandon. Obviously we've got Thomas Asomba, we've got Ed Hardy, who's going to be making his debut this year. Obviously we've got Ishmael Davies. I'm trying to think who else we've got. There's a few others we work together. But me and Sonny are a great team. Listen, obviously he knows he's unbelievable with his boxing. Obviously he's analysing the boxing and everything like that. He's business mind and everything like that. Me and him are very, very close, and we speak every single day for about 45 minutes. I can't get him off the phone. But listen, he's one of my best friends in boxing, and he's an unbelievable person to work with. So there's a lot more fighters that we will work with, and he will come on board with.
Ashley Lane, Thomas Asomba for the Triple Crown?
I'd love that fight. I'd absolutely love that fight. But obviously, listen, you just got to see if TV and stuff like that. But listen, Thomas Asomba will be in a big fight next. Obviously, Ashley Lane, congratulations on a great win. But yeah, listen, Thomas Asomba deserves that fight.
Have you got any fighters on next week?
I have. I've got one fighter on in Belfast, Stephen Ward. But I won't be there. I'm having a weekend off with my family because I've done 8 weeks on the spin, and then I've got another 8 weeks, 8 to 10 weeks on the spin. So I'm going to have a little bit of time off with my family.
Finally, Dennis McCann, I know, obviously great win last week. Now, have you had a chance to talk to him? I think he's gone on holiday, but yeah, big fight for him next.
Yeah, I spoke to Dennis. Obviously, we've had a good chat. Listen, we've got to sit down with Queensbury, his promoter, and sit down and map out what's next for him. But yeah, listen, he'll be made mandatory for the European title next. Obviously, Liam Davies versus Baluta has been mandated, but obviously Liam Davies is world champion now, so I expect him to move on, and then Dennis will be made mandatory. So that could be the fight next. But listen, we're not just banking on that fight. Dennis has options now. What you got to realise as well, he's only 23. He's literally only 23. He's British, Commonwealth, WBO international title champion. He's top 10 in the world in the WBO. He has options, and he's an unbelievable talent, and he's a great person to work with. Very grateful.
Anything else you'd like to add?
Nah, listen, I'm just happy with the way the year's gone at the minute. A lot of things are happening. Obviously, we've had a few little disappointments and that, but listen, that's boxing. You can't win them all. But we're winning a lot more than we're losing at the minute. So I'm just happy for the fighters. Busy with other stuff, obviously, in boxing and that. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the rest of 2024.
Do you think you could actually be the busiest man in boxing?
I don't know. I don't care anyway. As long as I do right by my fighters and I'll do a good job for my fighters, I don't care.
Last one, OHARA Davies update.
OHARA Davies will be fighting in May or June on the Golden Boy show, and then hopefully September he'll be in a big fight.
Wall Street Memes Casino
I'm fine.
and Sportsbook.